Welcome to the final quarter-final encounter in the Sharks Academic Competition Season 3. And this contest is going to be between Keta Senior High School and Sonrise Christian International High School. Before we get into it, let's find out who we have. So introduce yourselves. I'll start with Keta Senior High School.
My name is Ajarochi Wanda, General Arts Final Year.
Tomondia Agodo, General Arts Final Year.
Atipo Marcel, General Science Final Year.
Anyamisi Elizabeth, General Science Final Year.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your contingent representing Keta Senior High School. And for Sonrise, who do we have?
Precious KJ Magdalene, General Arts Final Year.
Martin Sebe Leslie, first year, General Science. Tenuka Ridge, second year, General Science.
Tekojo Juliet Oba Ahima, Final Year, Science.
And that is your field marshals. You have 3 minutes. Each school has 3 minutes, out of which you answer 8 questions. Each question carries a maximum mark of 10. So if you answer correctly, you get 10 points. What that means, if you answer all 8 questions correctly, you have a total of 80 points. At this stage of the competition, we don't deduct penalties, or we don't deduct 5 points when you provide wrong answers. It's important for you to answer all 8 questions, in 3 minutes. So here we go. We shall start off with Sonrise Christian High School. Question 1. Which town is considered the breakfast of Ghana? Which town is considered the breakfast of Ghana? Yes, is that Taikojo?
Tamale.
I'm sorry, it's not Tamale. The correct answer is Aduajir. Aduajir is Hawam. Question 2. Which 2 members of the UGCC died in prison?
Skip.
Question 3. Where in Ghana do we have the Slave River? The Slave River. Yes, Precious?
Elmina.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. Question 4. Who is the president of Mauritania?
Skip.
Question 5. Who is the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority?
Skip,
they say. Question 6. The first Ghanaian female chief executive officer of Vodafone Ghana is... Yes, Taikojo?
Yolanda Kuba.
I am sorry, she's not the first female CEO of Vodafone Ghana. It's Patricia Obunai. Question 7. Which South African president was called the Great Crocodile?
Nelson Mandela.
I'm sorry, it's not Nelson Madiba Mandela. It's not Nelson Mandela. Final question for this round. The Consolidated Bank of Ghana is made up of all but one of these former banks: Construction Bank, Beige Bank, Unibank, and UT Bank.
Construction Bank.
I'm sorry, the answer is not Construction Bank. It's not Construction Bank. It is the UT Bank. That takes us to Keta Senior High School. Who was the first Speaker of the Parliament of Ghana? Yes, Wanda. Is that Wanda or Thormond?
Emmanuel Quist.
Emmanuel Charles Quist was the first Speaker of Parliament. Which African country is also called Abyssinia?
Ethiopia.
Yes.
Ethiopia
is correct. How old was Ya Asantewa during the Ya Asantewa War? Thormond?
42.
I'm sorry, the answer is not 42. You could see the expression on your own face. The answer is 60 years. Pravind Jugnauth is the Prime Minister of which African country?
Pass.
Who is the CEO of the Ghana Forestry Commission? Yes,
Mr. Owusu Afie.
I'll take Owusu Afie. I'll take Mr. Owusu Afie. Who is the General Manager and acting chief executive officer of Media General?
Beatrice Ajiman Abbey.
Mrs. Beatrice Ajiman Abbey. The third highest mountain, located partly in Uganda and the DRC in Africa, is called
Mount Kenya.
I am sorry, that answer is wrong. It's not Mount Kenya, it's Mount Stanley. The final question for this round: Nana Appiah Mensah formed this company that deals in gold derivatives but got into trouble with the Securities and Exchange Commission over its operations. What is the name of the company? Yes, Tormund?
Men's Gold.
Men's Gold. Men's Gold. Men's Gold. And that is it for round number 1.
Bake it! It's original, you gotta take it. Macberry, 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 bake with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, see we love it, everybody love it. Mama, papa, them love it. Macberry, Macberry, be the biscuit, be the picking them secret. Macberry, Macberry, be the biscuit, and they give everybody when I visit me. Macberry, originally baked with love. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, 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 baked with love. Macberry, 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 original. Macberry, originally baked with love.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
At the end of round 1, Keta Senior High School has 50 points and Sonrise Christian High has 0 points at this stage of the competition. In round number 2, the questions will be in the areas of writing, reading, and mathematics. Each school will be posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If the school gets the answer wrong and or decides not to attempt a question, we shall transfer the question to the opposing school as a bonus question, and if they answer correctly, they have a maximum of 5 points. Otherwise, there's a penalty of 5 points. For round number 2, the rules of engagement clearly spelled out. We start off with Sonrise Christian High. You are to choose from the alternatives the words that best explains the word I will read out. And your word is maunder. M-A-U-N-D-E-R. The alternatives: warn, capture, concentrate, and wonder. Yes?
Capture.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's not capture, so I'll transfer that question as a bonus question to Keta Senior High School. Keta will not answer that question. Keta Senior High School, your main question. Same preamble. You have to choose a word that has the best meaning from the alternatives to the word paradigm. A, theme. B, example. C, proof. And D, paragon. The bell is gone. We'll transfer that question as a bonus question to Christian High. And they will not attempt it. Same preamble. Christian High. Your word is pristine. P-R-I-S-T-I-N-E. Pristine. Your options: traditional for A, B is expensive, C original, D meritorious. The bell is gone, and so we go to Keta Senior High School for a bonus question. The bell's gone there as well. The correct answer is original. Original. Keta Senior High School, your main question, same preamble, the word that best explains the word bandit. Bandit. B-A-N-D-I-T. Bandit. A, convict. B, robber. C, thief. And D, cutthroat. The bell is gone, and so we go to Sonrise Christian High. Yes, Precious.
Rubber.
Rubber is correct for 5 points. Rubber is correct for 5 points. Sonrise Christian High. Explain the idiom to drink like a fish. To drink like a fish. The alternatives: A, to drink little; B, to be a drunkard; C, to drink in the company of others; and D, to drink alone. Yes, Precious?
To drink little.
I'm sorry, that is inaccurate. That is inaccurate. So we'll transfer that question as a bonus question. And the bell is gone. It's to be a drunkard. To be a drunkard. To Keta Senior High School, your main question, again, you are to explain the idiom. A French leave. French leave. A is a long absence. B, casual leave. C, leave on the pretext of illness. And D, absence without permission. Yes.
D, absence without
Absence without permission is correct for 10 points. To Sonrise Christian High. Same preamble, you are explaining the idiom to keep the ball rolling. Keep the ball rolling. A, to earn more and more. B, to work constantly. C, to keep the conversation going. And D, to make the best use of. Yes, Precious?
To keep the conversation going.
To keep the conversation going. To keep the conversation going. That is correct for 10 points. Keta Senior High School. Same preamble. The idiom is hush money. Hush money. H-U-S-H and money. Hush money. The alternatives are money overdue for A. B, easy money. C, money earned by wrong means. And D, bribe money paid to secure silence. Yes, is that Eugenia?
Yes. D.
D, bribe paid to secure silence. Sonrise Christian High. Mary wants to make a box. She starts with a piece of cardboard whose length is 15 centimeters and width is 10 centimeters. Then she cuts congruent squares with side of 3 centimeters at the 4 corners. What is the area of the cardboard after she cuts the 4 corners? I'm sorry, Sonrise, my bell is gone, and so that is a bonus question to Keta Senior High School. And Keta? Yes?
So, 114 centimeters squared.
Yeah, how much?
114 centimeters.
114 centimeters squared. 114 centimeters squared. Keta Senior High School, your question. John read the quarter of the time that Tom read. Tom read only 2/5 of the time that Sasha read. Sasha read twice as long as Mike. Mike read for 5 hours. How long did John read? Yes,
1
Elizabeth?
hour. 1 hour.
1 hour is correct for 10 points. 1 hour is correct for 10 points. To Sonrise Christian High. 3 raised to the power x plus 1 in bracket equals 81. Find x. Yes, is that Tekojo or courage? Tekojo?
The answer is 3.
The answer is 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's correct for 10 points. And the very final question for this round. Keta Senior High School. You are to factorize completely x squared plus 12x plus 36. Yes, is that Elizabeth?
Into brackets x plus 6, multiply another bracket x plus 6.
I'll take that. I'll take that. It's x plus 6 squared. X plus 6 squared. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of round number 2.
The best things here at Webster in terms of our academics are small classroom settings,
allowing you to have that feel of just being alone with the teacher.
You get a glimpse of the world in a classroom.
The school is an inclusive school.
I can't think of a better place to study than Webster.
It's a place you could grow without doing much.
Not only do they make you feel like you can succeed, you know you can succeed.
We have a lot of interesting courses.
Socially, it's like a family.
It feels like family.
We have a lot of seminars by the students, and it gives you a lot of time to flourish and develop yourself.
We're diverse, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is very inclusive of everyone else.
Webster will not only change you, it will transform you as well.
Webster University is an American university with both full service and study abroad locations in the USA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Greece, China, the UK, Austria, Thailand, and Ghana.
At the end of round number 2, Sonrise Christian High School has 15 points. 15 points, please put your hands together for them. And Keta Senior High School has 55 points. For round 3, the rules have been further revised, so pay attention. The questions will now be posed to both schools. Any school can buzz in at any time while the question is being read if you feel you have the answer to the question, for a maximum of 10 points if you answer correctly. If you answer wrongly, there's a penalty of 5. To both schools. They were the subject of Dian Force's research. For 10 points, name these endangered African primates. The bell is gone. You forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points. The answer is gorillas. To both schools, one of the threats to the western lowland gorilla is the virus that causes a namesake hemorrhagic fever. What is the name of this virus? The bell is gone again until you both forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points. Have I heard of Ebola virus? To both schools, another threat is mining of coltan, which contains this third row transition metal used in cell phones and DVD players. Again, the bell is gone. To both schools, for 10 points each, answer these questions, which will be about the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland. Production of thyroid hormone requires what halogen? Yes, Marcel?
Iodine.
Iodine it is. Iodine it is. Exophthalmos, or bulging of the eye, is a telltale symptom of what autoimmune disease that results in an overactive thyroid? Yes, is that Marcel?
Goiter.
I'm not sure I'll take goiter. My bell is gone. It's not goiter, it's a Graves' disease. To both schools, the thyroid gland also produces what hormone that plays a role in regulating the levels of vitamins D and calcium? Yes, is that Marcel or that is Eugenia?
Eugenia. Calcitonin.
Calcitonin. Calcitonin. To both schools, the coolest of these objects to be discovered was found in 2006. For 10 points, name these objects that are like stars but aren't massive enough to maintain hydrogen fusion in their cores. Yes, is that Taikojo? Or
The protostar.
Yes?
The protostar.
I'm sorry, it's not the protostar. It's not the protostar. And my bell is gone. The correct answer are brown dwarfs. To both schools, the coolest brown dwarf is about 3 of these units each of which is equal to 3.26 light years from Earth. My bell is gone, and so you both forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points for this question. To both schools, that brown dwarf, which you haven't named in question 9, that in question 8, that brown dwarf, also has the lowest value for this quantity. The number of watts of energy released per second among all known brown dwarfs. Clearly, there was no way you were going to provide the answer to that. So the bell is gone. The correct answer to that is luminosity. Luminosity. Final question for round number 3. Tempo is an especially stable example of these substances. They are classified as doublets by spin state. Superoxide iron is an example of this type of substance studied in EPR spectroscopy and produced by molecules like AIBN and peroxides. Essential to some polymerizations that use light, these substances form homolytic bond cleavage. For 10 points, name these very reactive molecules with an unpaired. Yes, is that Marcel?
Free radicals.
Free radicals is correct for 10 points. Free radicals is correct for 10 points. And ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to round number 4. At the end of round number 3, Keta Senior High School has 25 points. Put your hands together for them. And Sonrise Christian High School has -5 points. Some appreciation for their effort, please. And in the one-on-one round, we shall start off with the candidates to answer questions in English language. Question 1. You are to choose from the alternatives the word that is nearest in meaning to the given word, and the given word is ostracize. Ostracize. A, to cut off. B, expedite. C, welcome. And D, include. My bell is gone and nobody provided the answer. We move on to the next question. Same preamble. Choose from the alternatives the word which is nearest in meaning to the given word. And the given word is superannuated. Superannuated. A, accepted. B, senile. C, outmoded. And D, experience. Once again, the bell is gone and you both fulfill the opportunity for 10 points. You may take leave of us as we invite our candidates to respond to our math questions. Question 1. Note this sequence. 1, 6, 4, 9, 7, 12, 10, 15, 13, 18, 16, and so on. Write down the product of the 19th term of the odd sequence and the 42nd term of the even sequence? I'm afraid my bell is gone, and so you both forfeit the opportunity for 10 points. To both schools, the numbers x minus 4 in bracket, x and x plus 4 in bracket are three positive odd integers. When they are multiplied together, the product of the three numbers is 11 times their sum. Find the product of these three integers. I'm afraid my bell is gone, and so both Leslie and Elizabeth forfeit the opportunity to get the marks for this question. The correct answer is 231. 231. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them as they leave us, and we welcome our candidates to answer questions in general knowledge. One of this author's works argues that political emancipation is compatible with religion, but blocks the fulfillment of human emancipation. In another of his works, he developed his theory of base and superstructure. This opponent of Bruno Bauer wrote that, quote, philosophers have only interpreted the world, the point is to change it, unquote, in his thesis on Feuerbach, as well as writing on the Jewish question. Another of his works argues that a commodity attains value through the amount of labor put into it. For 10 points, name this German philosopher who, along with Engels, wrote
Karl Marx.
Yes, Karl Marx. Karl Marx is correct for 10 points. To both schools. In 2005, a referendum in this country voted for the end of its movement system and a return to a multi-party politics. The next year, Kizza Besigye lost his bid for the presidency, alleging corruption against this country's 25-year leader. Former rebel groups in this country included the People's Democratic Army and the Holy Spirit Movement, which was subsumed into a group led by Joseph Kony. The film and organization Invisible Children works to raise awareness of the activities of this country's Lord's Resistance Army. It has been led by Yoweri Museveni since 1986.
Uganda.
Yes, Uganda. The country is Uganda. Uganda. Take your seats, and then we welcome the candidates to answer our science questions. One formula for this quantity is the circumference to pitch ratio. In another kind of system, this value is 2 if a certain component is movable, but only 1 if it is fixed. In a third case, this quantity is the ratio of the radius of the wheel to its axle. In general, This value is the ratio of output force to input force. Yes, Marcel?
Efficiency.
I'm going to have to finish the clues to the question. No, I had your bell as well, so let's hear you. Courage.
Mechanical advantage.
Mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage. Question 2. And in what will become the final question that ends this contest between Sonrise and Keta Senior High School. Alfred Nobel stabilized dynamite by mixing it with the remains of these creatures, a powder called Kieselguhr. Each mitotic generation of these creatures is smaller than the previous one, since each daughter organism grows a second cell wall from silicic acid that is smaller than the one it inherited. A plurality of the ocean's primary production comes from, for 10 points, what type of algae with a hard silica? Yes, Marcel?
Diatoms.
Diatoms it is for 10 points. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this round. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 4 rounds of contest between Sonrise and Keta Senior High School, the scores are as follows. Sonrise Christian High has 20 points. And Keta Senior High School, with strategies for complete obliteration and annihilation, scores 155 points. Completely annihilated Sonrise Christian High School in the 1/8 of this particular contest. And so to Sonrise, we say it's hard luck. You have fought hard, but this display by Keta Senior High School couldn't have been placed any better. And so they progress, and we give you an opportunity to regroup, reorganize, and join us for the 4th edition in 2021.